Hello, boys and girls. Alex here in Toronto's West End in the Bloor West Village District here at the intersection of Runnymede Road and Bloor Street West on a hot but nice day here in the city. Today being Monday, July the 3rd, 2023, and it's the long weekend here because Saturday was Canada Day, and today is actually an observed holiday, although I don't know if you can call it a holiday because retail is open and pretty much like anywhere else you can think of. The only thing is that government buildings, banks, they're closed as well, and public transit is on a holiday schedule. But nevertheless, everybody's still out and about enjoying the long weekend. And it's also a long weekend for Americans, as tomorrow is the 4th of July, Independence Day. So happy belated Canada Day to all my Canadian viewers, and happy 4th of July to my American viewers out here. Anyway, again, this is Bloor Street West and Runnymede Road. There's the Popeyes and the Shoppers inside a historical building. This Wingstop here used to be a McDonald's, which closed down 2 years ago. And here is Runnymede subway station, which I just got out of. It's on line 2, Bloor Danforth. Today it was supposed to actually be raining, but surprisingly, it's actually nice outside. And it's gonna stay like sunny for the rest of the day. So after a couple of days of consecutive smoke and haze and a little bit of rain, we're off to ending the long weekend on a positive note with nice weather. And yeah, Runnymede is one of a few stations where the subway and bus platforms are separated by the fare gates. So, meaning if you take the bus here or to Jane or Hyde Park, you gotta pay another fare, which is a bit annoying. But as long as you're within like the 2 hours of your initial tap, you'll get a free transfer. And for monthly pass holders like myself, no worries. So now we're walking north up the east side of Runnymede Road. The last time I filmed a walking video down this street was last year, and it was during the winter, which is not bad at all, like this Lexus here. Okay, well, it's boring, but no offense. Nice license plate, though. I wanted to venture somewhere not too far, so I chose the West End. And tomorrow, I'm going to be going to Brampton, hoping to get a ride on the oldest bus in the fleet, and that's actually the oldest New Flyer D40LF so far. Look, here's Route 79 or OG Hybrid 1012. And behind me, here comes a weird look, an Orion 7 OG diesel on the 71, and which I've already talked about in a number of videos. It doesn't make any friggin' sense to make the 71 as a Queensway route. Why? Because before the board changes for McNichol, look, speaking of which, here comes another one. And look, that's a 2006 one. Again, I have nothing against these buses. I really do not like that the 71 is based out of Queensway. Again, the 71 actually loops around through Mount Dennis Garage, which is so freaking weird. So I'm gonna say a big F you to the TTC for making that stupid ass change. Well, it's like one of the worst changes I've ever seen for a reallocation. 71 at Queensway. Obviously, it makes more sense to keep the 71 at Mount Dennis and not have like buses on a weird route. And it's not even their division. Yeah. Get the F out of Queensway and go back to Mount Dennis. And same with you, 45 Kipling. Maybe just trade each other, right? Just make a trade. I'm sure a lot of you guys are gonna agree with me. And yes, it's kind of weird too, because I've actually filmed a bus ride on that route last year. But no, ain't no way I'm going back on the 71 again. I mean, it's not a bad route. I just don't like the division it's served out of, so. I just realized I had the camera in the wrong setting. I was gonna take a picture for the thumbnail, but it just automatically stopped recording, so I switched it back to the right setting, so we're gonna continue on. So I got some editing to do. So I think after this, I'm gonna film a bus ride on the 30 and 203, which both interline, and that happens on weekends and holidays, so today is a perfect time to do that, especially that, you know, given that it's very nice outside. The 203 is actually a brand new seasonal route that was once the B branch of the 30. In fact, the 30 High Park North is actually one of the shortest bus routes in the TTC network. So, yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to doing that as I film a lot more TTC routes, and as well, even though it's like the same stuff, I'm doing it like different, doing it from different areas and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm going to take this all the way up to St. Clair, because where I want to catch the 30 is actually at Runnymede and Dundas, so that's my preference, but it's going to depend on the bus too. So if I somehow miss the 30, I'm going to take this all the way up to St. Clair, which is actually a block away. So I don't mind doing that at all, but... And school is out for the summer. So for all you kids out there, enjoy your 2 months of summer. And yes, I am in school as well, so I won't be going back until September. Though, as I've mentioned already, I've actually been off school since April, end of April. But I've also applied to a couple of jobs, so like part-time. True thing is, I've never actually been in the workforce. I mean, would like to get some experience, as well as making a couple of bucks. But thank God I have this side hustle. I'm assuming these are all handcrafted by students of this school here. Either way, it looks very nice. I believe this is the High Park neighborhood. Once we pass Dundas Street West, we'll be in the historic Junction neighborhood, which is an old former factory turned industrial neighborhood, now known for a lot of mom and pop like stores, retail. I took it easy yesterday because not just because it was raining, but my mom came back from the Caribbean. She was away for vacation, so I spent time with her. We got some pizza, and tomorrow I'm finally gonna get to go to Brampton. I haven't been there in nearly actually since August. Oh, here's 1012 once again, heading to Jane and Lawrence. Good old OG hybrid. Well, when are we gonna see those new flyers though? Because they've been delivered since April, but the operators at Mount Dennis, they got to go through extensive training. So hopefully, like later this month or next, we'll get to see them. As much as I'm very excited to for them to enter service, I am gonna dearly miss the OG hybrid. So, as you guys probably may know, if you're from Toronto or you're a huge transit fanatic like me, for a really long time, TTC went with purchasing buses from Orions. They turned down offers from New Flyer and Nova Bus in the 2000s. And then Orion went out of business in 2013, so they just went with full-on Novas. And then, of course, now, of course, as you already know, TTC is aiming for a zero emissions fleet. And I'm not really against electric vehicles, but it's just the thing, like, you can't go super far with far when you're operating an electric vehicle. So there's of course a couple of downsides to that. So as you guys already know, we got Proterra, BYD. BYD is the worst out of them. And of course, New Flyer once again. So the reason why TTC went with Orion, it was because Orion, as you guys may know, it was headquartered next door in Mississauga. And it's you again. Feels like every other day these OG diesels with the Cummins engines are goners, so give them while you can. Just don't come here on the 71 because it looks so freaking weird. Looks like an old building here. Here's Fire Station 424. And I think that's a net street coming up. Never saw a no peeing sign. You know, people are worried about dogs shitting and pissing on, yeah, look, yeah, exactly. But I definitely don't have any respect for people if I don't pick up their shit on the sidewalk, you know? It's kind of disrespectful and it's gross. You're the one responsible for it. I've already talked about that before, so I'm not going to really explain it again. Otherwise, I'd be like ranting about, you know, what the hell. Oh, now I'm losing my train of... Look at this. Dear dogs, please don't water our plants. Yeah, that's a good move right there. I think it's 21 Celsius right now. Forgot to mention. That might be 70s or 80s in Fahrenheit for Americans. You know, I used to say the temperature in Fahrenheit like in almost every one of my walking videos, but as you guys already know, I am not American, so it's hard for me to. It's just hard for me to remember. But I think tomorrow, since you know it's 4th of July, I think I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna just blatantly say what the temperature is in F. And the same thing is for when I go to the United States. You know, in Buffalo, I'm trying to remember if I actually did mention the temperature in Fahrenheit. So, oh yeah. So back to Brampton now. The only reason why I'm going there is to catch a ride on the 2004 New Flyer D40LF. There's like one last one, and people have been telling me it's always on the 1 Queen route during the early morning rush hour. So I gotta get up at the ass crack of dawn tomorrow morning, catch the GO bus at 7:07. Later that day, it's gonna be like raining, so I'm good. I'm actually clear for now, so. And I've already planned on where to do walking videos, probably like near the Bramalea City Center. And probably film a couple of Brampton Transit buses as well, besides that ride video I really anticipate on doing. And hopefully I grab it. It's on some other route, but most of the time as I've been checking Transit like every weekday, it's always on the one. And yeah, that's gonna be my plan for tomorrow. Well, I mean, by the time you see this, it's already gonna be up, so, or it may or may not be up, so wish me luck. I gotta use all my guts for Transit and try to time it perfectly. And I haven't been filming elevators quite often recently because I feel like I've done everything. So I think going to Brampton, I think I'll get a good chance. 8024. So here's the difference. The 7900s are from 2006 and the 8000s are from 2007. I got a detour here slightly. But a lot of people are saying the end of this year is when most if not all of the 7900s will retire. Well, maybe some of the, or half of the 8000s fleet, they'll probably make their way into 2024, hopefully. You remember when the Detroit diesels were supposed to retire right about now, but it was in 2017-18 that TTC decided to retire them very early and quite fast so they could purchase new Novas. Why? Because of the emission problems. As you guys already know, the Detroit diesel Orions, they produce a lot of friggin' emissions. So while it was actually one of my favorite Orion buses, I surely do miss them. Actually, I think the OG hybrids are better, but oh, come on, I love the Detroit ones. And as I mentioned before, the Detroit Orions we have left, basically in Ontario, is in Niagara Falls. And I still haven't been on them yet. Hoping to make a trip down. I want to go back to Niagara this summer, so... There's my first squirrel of the day, but it's just two boring gray ones. Oh, one looks brown. Oh, there's a black one and another one. Hey, fellas. Out of my sight? Nope. Just running. They're just very acrobatic. Getting closer to Dundas. So I got 2 street lights to go. I think that's St. John's Road, like St. John's, Newfoundland. By the way, you're not going to pay me like almost $500 million just to see. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Nobody picks up their dog shit here. Unbelievable. And you got to be careful too, right? You got to make sure you don't step in that. But it's quite disgusting, and it's also kind of disrespectful to leave them like out on the sidewalk. I don't care if that guy right there hurt me, but I think he knows what I'm talking about, so... As I was saying, you're not going to pay me, like, that much money to just go on the Titan, so... Anybody who does that's a daredevil. Vermont! The Green Mountain State. Nice license plate you got there, buddy. Vermont, that's in New England, I believe, and I think it borders with Quebec. And we got a BC plate here. Beautiful British Columbia. I wouldn't mind going to Vancouver. It's actually a very nice city. There's a small healthcare institution here. Forgot its name. I think it's Runnymede Healthcare Center. Alright, since I'm a block away from ending this, so it's 12:32 right now. 30 south to Hyde Park. 18 minutes. Alright, we're gonna go up to St. Clair, and I'm gonna cross here. Oh, there's a CP train. Yes, there's a CP rail yard on that corridor. And I believe they're building is it a new seniors residence, or is it, either way, it's probably part of it. Oh, Runnymede long-term care. Okay, so they're expanding the site. Also, I've started to film some subway trains for a July compilation. Maybe if I do have time, I'll probably fan around Hyde Park. But the thing is, every time I film more clips and I slowly start to add them into like DaVinci, it always adds it to like 10 minutes. I don't want to have to make them super long like I've always made them, like 45 to an hour last year. I just gradually stopped doing that because I was very busy. I was doing schoolwork, but now I have a lot more free time, so I can pretty much do that whenever I want, you know.
It's like I'm screaming behind me.
And now we're in the Junction neighborhood, and there's that TDC subway sign, oddly enough, at the bus loop. But we're gonna continue up to Dundas Street West. So the video is not exactly over yet. Also part of a Junction neighborhood is the Stockyards district. Again, this area used to be littered with meat factories, plants. Now it's filled with some shops and a ugly ass shopping plaza called the Stockyard Center, which I don't go to often, ever actually. I despise that place because of its poor planning, urban design. It's ugly in my opinion. I got my haircut down the block, down the street from here last week. Okay, so this does look familiar because I was waiting for the bus here. And I heard of his place. I think it was here. I saw a TikTok video. Yes, I've managed to get on other social media, but I do not interact with people there. It's really very personal, so nope, I will not give it out. But I literally saw a video. Was it earlier this spring? It was I think it was on the 79 or 35. It was definitely in the West End. Or is it the 168? I can't remember, but police were chasing this guy on foot, and the bus stopped to let on another passenger. And then the suspect came on, and he was like, "Go, go!" But the driver knew something was up, and he knew that police were chasing him down. So he let the officers on, and brought him, and they just removed him of the bus. "We're not playing around. Let's go." And then they just told him to like get on the ground, and they just arrested him. Oh my God, that was a good move the bus driver made. Well, actually, it kind of put everybody at fears because people were telling the bus driver that they shouldn't let the guy on because what if he had a weapon? Yeah, that's true. But he kind of risked it because he was running from police and there was already nowhere to hide. Freaking guy was like, go, get out of here. And the driver's like, nah fam, you're gonna go to jail. Don't know exactly why he went to jail, but that was pretty freaking epic. 79 again. $11.22. I am hot and I want water, but I don't have any in my bag, so I'm gonna go thirsty. Oh, now I get some cool breeze. Alright, so I'm gonna film my bus ride. Actually, I'm probably gonna have to walk back down or even take the 71 or 79. And then wait for the 30, which will become the 203 at Hyde Park Station. Oh, there's a Shelter Support Housing Administration site here. As you can see, owned, operated by the city. And I think now we're on the borders of Old TO and York. I think York is more like north of here, though. Anyway, well, I can also take the 42, but that's not going to directly bring me to my stop, though. But we're just about done here, so I think this might be this is a good opportunity here. I'll hop on the 40, and even though it won't really exactly bring me to the stop I want, I'm gonna take it anyway. So guys, thank you all for watching. Happy belated Canada Day, and also happy 4th of July to my Americans. If you guys all enjoyed this, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well, and let's end it off with OG Diesel 8075. Anyway, take care, guys. Adios, sayonara, bye-bye.
Junction Dundas West.